Shout out to Coco 2005 for sending me this story coming out of Midwest City, Oklahoma, where you have this man by the name of Joshua Kabatra who was arrested after allegedly raping a side of a McDonald's. This is exactly why I tell parents out there, make sure you are watching your children because they will get away from you like that. It doesn't take long for children to slip away from their parents. Just make sure you're watching them at all times. And this happened inside of a McDonald's. It didn't happen inside of a mall or a big department store. It happened inside of a McDonald's, which is not a big place. So that just shows you right there how fast things can happen. But let me go ahead and read this story. A man was arrested after he allegedly raped a 4-year-old inside an Oklahoma McDonald's bathroom while the little girl was on a field trip with her daycare. Oh. So now this is a very interesting turn of events because she wasn't with the parent, she was with a daycare. See, now that's going to fall now that's going to fall onto the daycare saying, why weren't you watching all the children? It says, Midwest City Police said they responded to the restaurant near Southeast 15th and Air Depot to investigate a call about a disturbance. When officers arrived, they spoke with daycare employees who said a 4-year-old girl had gone to the bathroom in the play area, and they went to check on her after noticing the child had been gone for a while. So, you know what? That was my suspicion. I said, I bet you this McDonald's had one of those little playpen areas, and that's when he snatched her up, most likely. The daycare employee said the door was locked, and after knocking for a while, a man answered and came out with his arms raised saying, I was just washing my hands. The 4-year-old was asked if she was touched by the man, and she said yes, pointing to her genital area. The man, identified as 37-year-old Joshua Kabatra, said he was in the playground area when he started to feel sick and went to the bathroom, knocking on the door. He said when he opened the door, a female was sitting on the toilet. He said then he threw up in the sink, washed his hands, and left the bathroom. Okay. There is no way in hell I would ever believe that story. Let me read to you what he said again, just in case y'all didn't catch that. He said that when he felt sick, he went to the bathroom. He threw up. He threw up in the sink and washed his hands and left the bathroom. If anybody was to believe that story, I have a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you for free. It says, after speaking with the 4-year-old, police arrested Kabatra on 2 complaints of rape 1 and 1 complaint of lewd acts with a child in connection with the incident. Now, I know that McDonald's has a men's room and a women's room. Now, I noticed in the article it didn't specify what restroom it is, but let's just say that she went into the women's room, the girls' room. Why was a man coming out of there? Exactly. Like, if he felt sick, he could have went right to the men's room, which is literally right next door to the women's room. Like, this little lie that he came up with, did he actually think that was going to fly? And then it said he came out with his hands raised. That literally sounds like he was admitting that he did something terrible or very disgusting and disturbing. But I'm glad the girl had enough sense to say that this guy touched her in her private area. Because some kids probably wouldn't have said anything out of fear of what could possibly happen. But you can just look at this guy and just tell that he's capable of doing something like that. I always say if you can look at somebody's mugshot and they look like they're crazy 9 times out of 10, they are. But still, again, that doesn't negate what I said at the beginning. You have to watch your children at all times. That's why when it comes to these daycares, I think it needs to be more people there watching, but make sure that they're the right people, because I've done some videos about these daycares. I just recently did one where this woman was not qualified to be a daycare worker, and she was doing inappropriate things with these children. So just be mindful and, keep a head count of all the kids, because they can go missing very fast. And like I said, this was at a McDonald's. This wasn't at a mall. This wasn't at a store. This wasn't at an amusement park. It was in a McDonald's. So that just shows you how fast things can indeed happen. But y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you in the next one.